If you talk to yourself and sometimes feel like your mind never goes quiet, this video might change how you see yourself forever. What if that inner dialogue you struggle with isn't a flaw, but proof of rare mental strengths most people never develop? Before we go any further, if this already sounds like you, take 1 second to like the video. It helps more people who need this message actually see it. Psychology shows that people who regularly reflect on their thoughts and emotions tend to have stronger self-awareness. When you engage in self-talk, you're not overthinking, you're processing. You ask yourself why certain moments affect you deeply, and you notice emotional patterns others overlook. For example, after an argument, pausing to silently ask, "Why did that bother me so much?" is a skill many people skip entirely. This awareness brings clarity, helping you make choices that actually align with who you are. Over time, it makes you more mindful, intentional, and connected to your inner world. If you've ever caught yourself doing this, pause for a second and comment me. You'll be surprised how many people relate. Research indicates that people who talk through problems, either internally or out loud, organize their thoughts more effectively. Self-talk helps break complex challenges into smaller steps and allows you to visualize outcomes before acting. Imagine facing a difficult project and mentally walking through different solutions. You're not stuck. You're rehearsing. This kind of mental practice often leads to faster and more precise problem solving than simply reacting in the moment. Struggling with self-talk also means you process emotions deeply. Studies show that labeling feelings can reduce stress and anxiety because it turns emotion into understanding. If someone upsets you and you silently think, "I'm frustrated, but I don't want this to control my day," that pause is emotional regulation in action. Over time, this habit builds resilience and prevents temporary emotions from steering long-term decisions. If this part is hitting close to home, stay with me, because this next insight explains why people like you often feel different growing up. Many people who reflect internally are also highly empathetic. Psychology suggests that imagining how others might feel strengthens compassion and perspective-taking. If you replay a conversation and think, "Maybe they were dealing with something I couldn't see," you're exercising a rare ability to understand beyond your own emotions. This skill quietly strengthens relationships, leadership, and trust. Quick check-in. Are you still watching? If yes, drop a single emoji in the comments that describes how your mind feels most days. Self-talk isn't only reflection, it's motivation. Research shows that people who encourage themselves internally tend to persist longer and perform better under pressure. Simple thoughts like, "I can handle this," or "just take the next step," can keep you moving forward when things feel overwhelming. Over time, your inner voice becomes a steady coach instead of a critic. When you talk yourself through choices, you're also improving decision-making. Psychology shows that reflective thinking reduces impulsive actions. Before making a big decision, mentally weighing outcomes helps you notice consequences others might miss. This leads to more intentional choices and fewer regrets later on. People with active inner dialogue often have strong creative thinking. Exploring ideas, scenarios, and possibilities internally trains the brain to see unique connections. Many creative minds describe talking ideas through in their head long before anything is created. If your mind constantly explores different angles, that's not distraction. It's creativity at work. Self-talk also builds resilience. Instead of ignoring setbacks, you reflect on them. Psychology shows that reflection turns failure into learning. After a disappointment, asking yourself, "What can I do differently next time?" strengthens mental toughness. Over time, this habit helps you recover faster and grow stronger through challenges. It might sound surprising, but talking to yourself can improve communication with others. Rehearsing conversations internally helps organize thoughts and choose words more carefully. When the real moment arrives, you're calmer, clearer, and more confident because you've already processed it mentally. Finally, self-talk encourages mindfulness. It brings awareness to your thoughts instead of letting them run unchecked. When you observe your inner voice without judgment, you develop clarity, calm, and self-acceptance. This isn't overthinking, it's presence. Here's the truth most people never hear. Struggling with self-talk is not a weakness. It's a sign of a reflective, thoughtful, and capable mind. You're developing skills many people never slow down enough to build: self-awareness, empathy, creativity, resilience, and intentional decision-making. If this video helped you understand yourself a little better, make sure you're subscribed. This channel is all about turning personality traits into strengths. And before you go, share this with someone who talks to themselves but doesn't realize how powerful that really is. Sometimes, one video is all it takes to change how someone sees themselves.